Okay, hi everybody. This is Harvest Moon Magical Melody. I'm gonna be LPing this now. So, that's exciting. When is your birthday? I'll do summer. I'm a boy. Yes. Okay, so this opening takes like forever. Like with most Harvest Moon games. Yeah, the exciting branch plan. We're looking for ranchers. Would you like to work in Flowerbud Village? Buy a property that you choose and live a warm and rewarding ranch lifestyle. So then he gets an idea to, you know, take that on, start up his own farm. So basically, if you haven't played Harvest Moon games before, this is pretty much what happens in all of them. You start up working at a farm where you can grow plants and eventually have animals and stuff like that. And basically you grow plants and then you can harvest them and you sell them and you make money, and you can get cows and then like milk your cows and sell the milk, and then you have more money. So this is the mayor, Theodore. Oh, I need to name myself. I haven't thought about names. Yeah, I don't know. What shall I name myself? How about I don't want to use my real name because that's just boring. So how about, like, you know, Joe. Okay, Joe. This is a nice, simple, down-to-earth name. Joe. So anyway, as I was saying, oh well, okay, in this game you have to choose a certain property, which is kind of new to the series, but basically the village center has not a lot of space and not super fertile soil, but it's near like some shops and stuff, but that's pretty useless because walking to shops is not very difficult. Oceanside, there's tons of space there, but the land is not very fertile, so that's not very useful at the start of the game. Riverside is, it's by the river, so it has fishing, and also has pretty fertile soil, and so, it's pretty much no downside, actually. I mean, it's kind of small, but that's not too bad, especially at the start of the game when you don't have a lot of energy, so Riverside is definitely the best. Okay, so anyway, when you play Harvest Moon, you can get plants and animals, and then you sell them, make money, and that's pretty much the goal of the game. And you can also, like, get married and do some other fun stuff. Oh, there's a name from my farm. How about, let's do, how about, yeah, I hate coming up with the names. Sometimes it's hard. So I usually like to just do references to stuff. Let's name our farm after a Pokemon. What's a good, like, Oddish? Okay, we'll name our farm the Oddish farm. That's not so bad. Kind of like that. Okay, so now we head back to our house, where we have to go to bed. So anyway, there's a whole year that you go through. And so you can go through several years, and there are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter, and different crops grow in different seasons, and yeah, blah blah blah, and each season is 30 days, so yeah, pretty exciting. By the way, I don't think we're done with opening cutscenes. There's tons more we have to suffer through. But we do get the opportunity to move some furniture around, which I'm gonna do. First of all, I don't like the wood bed. I prefer the, or no, not the down bed. Where is it? Yeah, the hay bed. That's nice. Doesn't that look cozy? And then also, for some reason, it doesn't have your fridge out at the start of the game, so I like to just put that out there. And then I might move things around later, off screen, but nobody cares, so it's all good. The way I'm actually going to be doing these videos is they're not going to be like one a day of just everything that I do. It's going to be more like one, every once in a while. That'll just be a bunch of clips thrown together of significant parts of the game. So, I mean, because if you had to suffer through every single day, it gets pretty repetitive and monotonous. So, nobody would watch that. Anywho, so this is kind of where you get into the main story, if you will, of the game. That's the Harvest Goddess. And she, apparently, people, like, have lost their hearts to believe in the Harvest Goddess, I guess is the deal. So then she up and turns to stone, because, whatever. So she's all in stone, and then Arthur, Billy, and Carlos are these little harvest sprites. I guess they are her, like, followers or whatever. And then this is Jamie, who's a human, and you can actually marry her, but whatever. Anyway, she's like your rival as well. So you try to get, she's trying to bring the Harvest Goddess back to life, and then you're also trying to bring the Harvest Goddess back to life, because what you do is you collect these things called notes, but we'll see that in just a minute. So he just woke up from having his little dream about the Harvest Goddess, I guess, the thing. And then he dashes outside because he hears things. And ta-da, it's Arthur, Billy, and Carlos again. And I guess the thing is, most people can't see the harvest sprites, so they don't expect that he can see them, or you, but he actually can, so that's surprising, surprise. What, you can see us? Yeah, so I guess that means you're, like, chosen to save the Harvest Goddess or whatever. Anyway, so now they'll dash all the way on over. Yeah, okay, wow. So here, they're gonna tell you that you want to bring the Harvest Goddess back to life. So that's pretty much the, that's their way to give you a little bit more motivation, because Harvest Moon games tend to get pretty, old, saturated, and monotonous when you don't have any kind of goal, because pretty much you have to make your own goals, and then you meet them, and then any gratification that you get from meeting those goals is all self-created. So in this way, they're, the designers are giving you some gratification because, as you collect notes, which are kind of like little achievements, then that gives you a little bit of, gratification. So you don't have to make your own goals, or at least, well, you still have to make your own goals, but they give you at least one goal. So there are a total of 100 notes total, like, in the entire game. And so you get them for stuff like, you get them for, like, selling some produce, you get them for, I think you get one for buying the barn, you get one for, like, getting married, you get one for stuff like that. So there, once you get 50 of them, you actually do revive the Harvest Goddess, so at that point you've completed the goal of the game, but then there are 50 more that you can get if you're motivated. So, that's the thing. I really don't know how many I'll be collecting or how far I'll be going in this game, but, whatever. So here, you're gonna get, they give you a pedometer. I got a pedometer, which counts your steps, which is totally useless, but you get some notes for having a certain number of steps. So, check it out. He's gonna run away. And then boom. This is what happens when you get a note. It says, got a musical note. And it's, it's the first step note, so you get that for having, one step under pedometer. So that's cool. Yeah, there are 100 notes in all, blah 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 blah. It's so boring. Oh yeah, and every time you get 5 notes, you get a little musical instrument in this little spring, which you can come to, and then that'll play. I don't know, it's pretty... not the greatest story in the world, but, you know, Harvest Moon games have never been notorious for their stories.